Hey guys, it is me, SearingSorrow Emoji, and I'm back with more bad fanfiction to read. So today's bad fanfiction is called it's also from Fanfiction, like as well as for the other what was it? Footwork, and it is called The Hypnotic Conquest of Swirly Toes. And this was also requested by someone else. This is apparently also My Little Pony fanfiction. Okay. Alright, so here's subtitle 1. Surrender all shoes. Oh dear, Rarity said, wiping her brow as she set another pair of shoes on the rack before her. All of these orders were simply driving her bonkers. Did these ponies understand the difference between a cobbler and a dressmaker? That's a good question. Because I really don't want to know, actually. Of course, maybe it was her fault for taking the orders, but at least she had wrangled a dress out for each of them as well. She was making a good amount of money, even if she was wearing herself out doing it. There are people who just wear themselves out doing the job, and get less than minimum wage. That says something. I don't know what okay. She was just about to take a rest when the shop bell tinkled. Normally, that sound would be at a highlight of her day, as it meant another order, more chance to show her work, and to make a bit more money. Right now, though, Rarity was simply exhausted, and she wasn't sure she got another order left in her. She walked out of the back room and headed out towards the countertop to see a mayor standing in the shop, looking around. "Excuse me, my dearest, can I help you?" Rarity asked with a professional smile. Perhaps the mayor merely wanted to buy a pre-made dress. Yes, that would be much nicer than adding another item to her backlog. Or, heaven forbid, making a customer wait longer than was proper. Jeez, yo, I get a front. The mayor looked up at her with a grin, approaching the counter. She was a pink unicorn with curls that Rarity had to admit that she was impressed by. Oh, what? They weren't as wild as Pinky's, though they were much more numerous than her own, curling up in distinct bunches. "Perhaps you can. I'm looking for something in particular. Would you be able to come out here and have a seat?" She motioned at the chairs nearby, meant for trying on pants and socks. What the heck does she want? And shoes now. Rarity reasoned with an eternal sigh. At least that's what it would be, a chance to rest her feet for a little while. "All right then, miss," she said as she came out from behind the counter, following the mayor, who put her feet up on a chair. Okay, I'm not sure if I read that correctly or not. Her bare feet. Rarity was just about recoiled in horror. Of all the nerve coming at here with bare feet, putting them on her good chairs. Well, not her good chairs, but she still liked the chairs. "Swirly Toes, please have a seat," she said, motioning at the chair in front of her with a small smile. "I think this is not gonna end well." Rarity was beside herself. Did she really see nothing wrong with this? This is something wrong with this! It's like people say, it's like people theorize with freaking Trevor and Thomas because they think he's a pedophile. I got a front. Was this Swirly Toes so uncouth as to believe that putting her feet on display like this was in any way to act such a refined store? "Now see here," she started. "You can't simply come here barefoot and expect service. What's more, putting your feet on my chairs." Rarity's little rant spiraled off as she gave the feet a good look. They were really nice feet, smooth and soft, and the big toes that each had a little twirl on them that put her gaze. In fact, the feet themselves were really quite enchanting. Sorry, but I just don't know what to think at this point. "Have a seat," Swirly Toes repeated warmly, and Rarity slowly sank down under her seat, still staring at the bare feet in front of her. "There you go. Just keep staring at my feet. The more you know, the more you realize how wonderful they are, don't you?" she asked sweetly. Rarity nodded as her eyes traced over the wonderful curves of those perfect feet. Her prior indignation was all but forgotten as she looked at them, a slight smile on her face. Swirly swiggled her toes with a little chuckle, raising her feet higher and close to Rarity's face. Yes, you love my feet. You are utterly enraptured by my bare feet, and you want to be closer to them. In fact, you want to obey them. No, stop it! Oh, the idea of obeying feet was patently absurd. Yet Rarity couldn't deny there was a certain charm to the bare feet before her, and she leaned in, wanting a closer look. Stop! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop! Don't do this! No! Oh, that was an accident. She loved those feet. She loved those feet. Loved every inch of them, and it was hard to think of anything else but them at the moment. Go ahead, she came the soft, honey swirl voice up toward Swirly toes from somewhere above her head. Kiss them. Lick them. No! Excuse me. No! 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 I don't think anybody wants that fetish. Oh, no. Nobody wants that shiz. That's disgusting. You know you want them. You know how much you love my feet. A part of Rarity's rebelled at the concept of touching bare feet. Go on. Much less tasting them, but it was overcome by the pure charm of Swirly Toes' feet. As she closed the distance, planting a kiss on her soles before starting to lick slowly. Ew! Ew! Honestly, how in the world was I able to just, be able to watch gastric bypass surgery or just any sort of weight loss surgery? Absolutely no problem. But then when it comes to licking toes, it's like, oh no, oh hell no, no. I don't freaking know. I don't know. Maybe I'm not as bothered by gore in that crap. I don't know why. I guess it's just my brain. Okay? Oh, God. But no, seriously, I'm gonna front. What bliss it was when she gave in that urge. She loved his feet more than anything, and her worship became more profound. Oh! Swirly Toes patted her head softly, a smirk on her features as she watched. Good, good, Rarity. The more you lick, the more you love my feet, and the more you want to obey. With every lick, you love feet more, and let them control you even more and more. You're going to be barefoot from now on, aren't you? Oh, God. How many times am I going to gag this fanfiction episode? Bad fanfiction episode. Rarity gave a soft murmur of assent as she kicked off her shoes, reaching down to remove her socks, all the while not lifting her tongue from Swirly's feet. Ew! Stop! I'm glad you agree, Rarity, Swirly said, rubbing her feet softly against Rarity's face. Glad that you realize how much you love bare feet and want to see them all bared. She lifted up Rarity's smooth white feet, rubbing her hand up the sole towards the toes. Her grin only widened when she saw the swirl pattern that had formed on the big toes. Oh my God, this is getting wild. With that done, she pulled her feet back. That's enough for now, Rarity. Rarity let out a soft whimper as the feet were pulled away from her so quickly she hadn't been finished. Swirly laughed. You want to enjoy my feet more, don't you? Don't worry, you'll have a chance to, as well as a chance to share your own beautiful soles, excuse me. This fanfiction does me so many damages. I can't say things. I'm not going to explain that, Chiz. Honestly. First, though, she motioned around the shop. We need to destroy every sock, shoe, sandal, anything that hides feet that has to go. With a nod, Rarity about jumped from her chair. Swirly Toes was right. She was doing feet a grave disservice by covering them up with shoes and cloth. She headed towards the back of the back room, lifting up several items in her magic already as she prepared to destroy them. Swirly Toes trailed behind her, still grinning. We have a lot of work to do, Rarity. You're going to help me spread the joy of bare feet across town, aren't you? Oh, of course, darling. Everyone must know how wonderful feet are, Rarity said brightly. Why, I have a number of ponies coming in who want to pick up some shoes. She swept them all into the trash. They simply must be shown the truth. I think the truth is that you need to stop writing this fanfiction. Good God, it's making me gag. Oh, God. Yes, they must, Swirly Toes agreed, brushing a foot against Rarity's feet. Author's note. Can anyone stop Swirly Toes from destroying every shoe in Escatria? Does anyone really want to? How many ways can I make foot scenes? All this and more to come sometime. Oh my... Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Here it was. Here it is. Wow. The Hypnotic Conquest of Swirly Toes by Angel Grace. This fanfiction. Oh my God. This one and footwork basically already forced me to not be able to look at My Little Pony fanfictions the same way again. And also, I just recently found another fanfiction that's also in a crossover with Sonic the Hedgehog and Thomas the Tank Engine, and I already plan to read that already. I already have that planned up to read for you guys for that fanfiction. And it's probably more bizarre and just random than bad, but still. You know what happens. I mean, like I said, after footwork, I cannot look at, what is it? Excuse me. Think of it. I can't look at My Little Pony fanfiction the same way again. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'll see you guys next time in another bad fanfiction reading. Bye, guys!